Good morning, everyone, and welcome to CVHP News. I'm Sonora Scott. It's Monday, January 20th. Now let's get to your news around town. It is Martin Luther King Day, and one local artist showcased his work celebrating the civil rights leader at the San Angelo Museum of Fine Arts. Marcellus Mahome says he focuses on portraits of historical figures along with African-American artists and musicians in history. He says he was inspired to feature Dr. King after speaking to a group of local youth.
It was really great to connect with the kids that would come up to the park. I was painting right by the playground. So they would ask me questions and other people would ask me questions. And you know, it was a beautiful moment to connect that with Black history, you know, to be able to have an opportunity to have an outlet to show my own views and how I see things.
You can also purchase Mahome's work. Just contact the museum for more information. And San Angelo police are investigating a fatal crash that happened over the weekend. They say officers were dispatched to Ben Ficklin Road at 7:45 on Sunday morning. The driver, 38-year-old Tyler Grappy, was found deceased in his pickup truck that was partially submerged in a drainage ditch. Police say, based on their investigation so far, the crash happened around 4 a.m. the same morning. Now let's check in with Jay Martin, who's got a look at the weather. Good morning, Jay.
Well, good morning. It was a cold one to start us out. A lot of us seeing some upper 30s, some actually saw some 40s, and it is going to be slowly warming up throughout the rest of our day. 55 for highs, and we are going to see some clouds with it as well because we'll see a little bit more moisture coming in as we go into tonight as well. Another cold one and another cold start tomorrow morning, but I keep saying we're going to see some more moisture coming in because we're actually going to see some rain chances coming into our area as well. That'll be coming in Tuesday. It will be later in the day, mostly overnight and into your Wednesday morning as we go into it. Then we'll see it start to clear back out. Actually, some cooler air coming in on Thursday because of a cold front. That's going to get us back into those low 60s again, more around normal for this time of year for Thursday and Friday. So with a little bit of rain chances, mostly going to be that white noise overnight things coming through Tuesday, Wednesday, and then slowly warming up for the week and actually looking pretty nice with some sunshine in upper 60s as well.
All right, thanks, Jay. And now I am joined by the beautiful Babs Binge. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course, we are so excited to have you on here because you're talking about this amazing book that you wrote.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, tell me all about it. Let's start. Where do we even begin?
Well, the title of it is Robinetta Redbreast and the Pepper Flake Escape, and it's illustrated by JoBeth V. Hill Price, who lives in New Mexico.
Okay.
And she is a retired special ed teacher. I'm a retired math teacher. I used colored overlays in my math classes to help my kids get, to get words to stay still or lines to not jump. And so JoBeth said, let's make it special ed friendly. Not special ed, I'm sorry, dyslexic friendly. And so we did, and the way we did that was we used satin finished pages.
Okay.
And instead of having white around the outside edges, we have ecru, which softens the color.
Okay.
White can tend to make a dyslexic eyes jerk. And then we did 4 different color backgrounds, oval backgrounds that the words are printed on. We used Verdana print, which is dyslexic friendly, and we used an 18-point font. And we have green, blue, peach, and purple colors. And there's at least 2 of the colors have 5 pages with words on them, and 4 of the colors and 2 of the colors have 4 pages with the words on them. And that way a parent might be able to see that a child is reading better on one color than another, or it may not be needed at all, but it makes it very colorful for the kids who do read the book.
Yeah.
But it is about a little robin who has to build a nest alone as she's about to lay her eggs.
Okay.
And she has some fantastic decorating ideas. She gathers everything from a tamale husk to ribbons. And she has an unusual place that she's built the nest, but it's a safe place. And she has one thing in her nest that's really bothering her badly, and she decides to find something to fix it.
Oh, okay.
And it leads her into a very dangerous adventure. and the book goes from there. It's been very well received. We have it in 5 different stores here in San Angelo. We have it in Eggemeyer's, Myers Drug, Fancy Pants, Old Town Bookstore, and of all places, Quick Car Wash and Lube.
Quick Car. Well, You never know. You know, if you're waiting and you have a kid there, just bam, there you
I
go.
have
It's a
had
book.
2 men come in and tell me they found the book there.
Wow.
So one man brought his son from Sterling City
Oh my goodness.
for me to meet. So
How amazing. So this is all, like you were saying, dyslexic friendly.
Yes.
Tell me about, you've been a teacher, you were a teacher for many years. How did you, I guess, figure out just to even begin with the overlays?
Well, my sister went to a teaching conference, and I don't know if Helen Erlin was there. Helen Erlin came up with these in the 1980s as a possible solution because children were having so much trouble reading black letters on white pages.
Yeah.
And so when Tammy told me about it, I went back to my math classes and I said, okay, I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to think I'm crazy. But what do the words do on the page when you're looking at them? And of course, 95% of the kids said, what?
Yeah.
Nothing. But then I had kids that told me that one line would jump above the other line, or that the words would shake, or that the words would literally move places. So I figured if the words were moving places, the letters might be too. And so I found transparent colored folders and we cut them up. And I said, okay, we're going to look, because I was testing this theory.
Yeah.
We're going to look until we see if we find something that makes the words or the lines quit moving.
Yeah.
And it worked. It just blew me
Wow.
away. I was so impressed. And I hate it that so many educators don't know about it. Some people think it's a farce, but I've had way too many parents tell me that they've had to put their children's stuff on colored backgrounds in order
Wow.
for them to be able to read.
Wow. Just a simple fix there, but it makes a difference.
It is so simple. I wish it would revolutionize the way children's books are written.
Wow.
To accommodate more children with challenges.
Exactly. So what made you want to do this? I mean, I guess after seeing that, you just said, oh, I need to write a book
Well,
like this?
Jo Beth, like I said, is a retired special ed teacher, and from the beginning she said, I want to do something special with the book. I want to make it dyslexic friendly. Well, she knew all the ins and outs, and I was familiar with the colored overlays. Of course, she was too.
Yeah.
So she wanted to use those. But we wrote the book. I wrote the book 33 years ago, and Jo Beth did most of the illustrations then. But her mother, Ione V. Hill, encouraged us. She said, Babs, you need to write a book, and Jo Beth needs to illustrate it. And so we did. But trying to find a place to submit the book to get it published turned out to be a real challenge. And then if I did submit the story, they didn't want my illustrations. They wanted to use their own illustrators.
Yeah.
And Jo Beth and I did this as a joint venture, so we just shelved it.
Yeah.
And then in May, we came in contact with another author, children's author, and she read the story and she said, you really need to get in touch with my editor. So we got hold of Ellen Kleiner in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we had a meeting with her in May, and the day before Thanksgiving, we got 1,060 books.
Oh my goodness. So 33 years. You wrote this and she illustrated it 33 years ago, and it just now happened.
Right, so you have to be patient.
Yes, patience is a virtue, as the saying goes. But I mean, why do you think it took that long? Were people just not aware of how important the colored backgrounds and all these elements are?
So many people still are not aware of that.
Wow.
But Jo Beth was aware of it, and of course I'm aware of the colored overlays because I saw it help my children.
Yeah.
I've also found out since then you can get tinted glasses so that the children don't have to have an overlay or something that separates them from the others. And you can go to the Erlin Institute page, and there is a self-test with colors, and they have sunglasses that are different colors, and you just put your finger on each one and that color comes up behind the self-test circle.
Oh my goodness.
So I think that's really a clever idea.
Yeah. So maybe if someone's child or student they're having some issues, that may be a good place to start.
Right. Well, the first thing if a parent is saying my child is having so much trouble and they're receiving special ed services and stuff, I ask them, do they ever, because I know that the teachers know about dyslexia.
Yeah.
And I know they know solutions for that. So I always ask them, have you ever asked your child what the words do on the page when they read? Because children don't know there's anything wrong. I mean, they just think everybody's like that. It's like, someone who's colorblind. They don't know that they're not seeing the same thing everybody else is.
Wow.
And so we're very proud of it, and we're just praying that it will help children.
Yeah, I mean, you should be. It's 33 years in the making now, and it's already making a difference.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure you told me a little bit about the feedback you received, but what else?
Right. Well, we got a picture yesterday from a little boy and his little baby brother receiving their books in Washington, D.C. So we were really excited about that.
Wow.
And we've had orders from good grief, Germany, and I think Portugal was the other place.
And Hong Kong is next.
Yeah, Hong Kong. Hong Kong's coming.
It is. So wow, this is international now.
Well, I guess you could say that if
Yeah.
they've gone to those places, but I'll
Yeah,
hold
go
the
ahead,
book
give
up.
us
I don't
a-
know if you can see it or not.
Yes.
But it shows her, and she's on top of a red pepper packet. So
Gotcha.
we haven't gotten any reviews yet. We have lots of endorsements. Our kindergarten teacher, Kirsten Fritsch at Trinity Lutheran Church, is going to use it in her recycle lesson.
Oh.
And I said, yeah, because one man's trash is another bird's treasure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How awesome.
So, and we've, Jo Beth also made a coloring sheet for the children to have. I read at Santa Rita Elementary Friday morning, and the kids were real excited to get the coloring sheet. And I had a little girl come Saturday morning, and she ran up to me and she looked at me and she said, "Do you remember me?" And I'm thinking, is this from Trinity or is this from Santa Rita? And she turned around and she said, "Mom, she read her book to us yesterday." So I knew she was from Santa Rita. And she stood there and told the whole story. And her mother was so proud of her.
Oh my goodness.
So, and the kids were really receptive to the story. It's a cute story.
It is. I'm sure it is. So what's your favorite part? You know, you've just out of the whole thing, was it writing it? Was it reading to the kids? What do you love the most?
Well, right now, I really enjoyed reading to the kids at Santa Rita. I thought it was so exciting. Plus, I know I'm going to get this teacher's name wrong. I think her name was Mrs. Burrigan.
Okay.
And I know it's got a B-U-R and a G-I-N in it. And I think it has an A in the middle. But I got real tickled because they were so well behaved and they raised their hands and they just listened. They were just intent with their listening. So when I got through, I said, "I just want to tell you guys what a great job you did." I said, "You must have a great teacher." And this little boy raises his hand, I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "She is. She can count in the thousands." And I got so tickled, I looked at her and I said, "You can?" And she said, "I can."
Yeah, she's like, "Yes, I've done. Yes,
I can. It was
How
so
cute.
But like I said, they were really excited about the book.
That is amazing. Well, okay, so if some teachers are watching right now, or they see this later, they say, "I want her to come read to my class." How do they get a hold of you? How do they get this book?
Okay, you can go to wingandaprayerpublishing.com.
Okay.
And we don't use the ampersand, we use the A&D.
Okay.
So it's wingandaprayerpublishing.com, and you'll see this picture basically, but she'll be on kind of a peach background.
Okay.
And if you click the $20, it'll say view details, and then you can order online and we can mail it to you. Or if you live in San Angelo, you can just call me. You can call me at home. It's 325-617-2801, 325-617-2801. Or you could even call me on my cell, which is 325-450-4734. And again, that's 325-450-4734. I have to make sure I don't give my daughter-in-law's telephone number.
Oh, no.
Because she's who I call the most, and sometimes I give her number by mistake.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is fantastic. So, okay, let's go over. They're in several locations here in San Angelo as well, including the mall.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. I'm at the mall for the next 2 weekends from noon to 5 on Friday, and from 10 to 5 on Saturday. I have 2 weekends left on my contract with them.
Gotcha.
And,
so the kiosk right down in the middle of everything, really.
Well, it's between American Eagle Outfitters and Brady Bunch Boutique.
Okay.
So we'll give them 2 plugs. Also, I'm thinking about going ahead and coming up today from 12 to 5 because with it being Martin Luther King Day, I figure a lot of people might be out and around.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect opportunity to pick up Robinetta Redbreast and the Pepper Flake Escape.
It is, and meet the author. So there you go.
And Jo Beth has already signed the book.
Oh, good.
And so you'll have both of our autographs on the book.
That is amazing.
So
wow. That is absolutely amazing. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show for sure. Is there anything else you want to share with the public?
Well, let me tell you again real quick where you can get them in town. We have them at Eggemeyer's, Myers Drug, Fancy Pants, Old Town Bookstore, and quick car wash and lube.
Perfect. So again, if you need that entertainment there at the car wash, she's your lady. They got the books.
Well, it was so funny when I was picking up the sign to put in my kiosk here in the mall. There was a man standing there, and he said, "Tell me about this sign, because it's really cute."
Yeah.
And so I explained it to him, and he said, "I'll take 20 of those." And I said, "Are you serious?" And he said, "I'm dead serious. His name's Ray Harper, and he owns Quick Car
Ray
Wash and
Harper.
Lube." Yes.
Yeah.
And so he took them, and so when I delivered them to him, his pastor was in there, and he said, "Pastor, you need to come get one of these books."
He was selling it for you. Just
So
like,
he actually gave him one. He donated it to the church. So
that is sweet.
Anyway, but like I said, I was so shocked that the two people that have said that they've bought it in town have been at the Quick Car Wash and Lube.
That is so fun. Well, I mean, hey, why not? It's the perfect place, apparently.
Yeah, right. Well, they've got all those sofas in there. They have children with them when they come. So
might as well read something good.
right. He also has stuff in there from the monks from Cristobal.
Oh,
yes, he has
okay.
their jellies and a lot of their different kinds of nuts.
So you can go shopping at the car wash.
There you
Who
go.
knew?
Have a snack while you go through.
Exactly.
So,
Well, thank you again so much for joining us. We really appreciate you, and we're excited about this book.
well, I'm excited too. I talked really fast because I thought we were just going to be on for 3.5 minutes.
Oh no, we got all the time in the world on this show. Yeah.
Well, I really hope people will support it and buy the book. We've done very, very well selling it. Last Monday, I ordered 1,000 more copies.
Great.
So, and we're on the SAISD purchase order list.
Okay.
So the librarians and the special ed teachers, they can submit orders for them. And I've gone to not all of, but a lot of the preschools, the daycares, and up to kindergarten. And they have been very receptive about the book and have bought it.
That is amazing. Well, I mean, obviously there's an audience for it, for sure.
Yes. Like I said, it's a cute story.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like it. I may have to read it.
that'd be a good idea.
I know. Well, again, thank you so much, and we appreciate you. We wish you all the best on the book, and we are wishing you all the best on this Martin Luther King Day. Thank you so much for joining us for CVHP News, and don't forget to follow us on social media and download our free app. All you got to do is search Concho Valley Homepage in your app store. That's all for right now, but hey, we're going to see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.